welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Susan and this is Rooted Word. So, I think in the last few ones I've been talking about singleness because I am single, but I also just wanted to come back and say that being single doesn't mean you're lonely. Being single, okay, for me, being single doesn't mean I am lonely, guys. I have a healthy group of good friends, and yes, I do have guy friends or male friends. And yes, we are just friends. And some of them are single, Some of them we've already established that we are better off as friends and nothing more. And remember, I told you, maturity is a good thing, and also having accountability and people who surround you, who can tell you the truth. Let me quickly talk about that. I have a friend. I don't know if you'll ever watch this, so it doesn't really matter. And I really liked this. Actually, there were two people I really, really liked. One I liked many, many years ago. Many years ago. And we laugh about this, by the way, now. And I really liked this guy. One was, let me pick my high school one. This one, he'll know himself. My high school, I really liked this guy. And I'm laughing because the girl he liked is also my friend. We are still friends up to today. And I really liked this guy. And he liked my friend. He liked my friend. And ironically enough, we all lived in the same area. So I would just be like, he would talk to me and I'd be like, just please, go away. Because I don't even know if I told him I liked him. I don't think so. But he was now dating my friend who also lived in the same estate. And we all they went to the same school. I went to their sister school. So it was very interesting that I really liked this guy. And then when we finished high school, we kind of went our separate ways. We were all in different universities. And then when we met up again, when we're all working now, she was married to my other friend, which was so funny. And he was single. So I was like, oh, okay. So now maybe perhaps we have we'll get this thing going on. But no, it wasn't going to work. And then funny enough, I think later on, I mean, his parents will tease him. Even up to now, they still tease him up to today. Later on, it's like we found out that we do have things in common. We are very much okay. We can get along very well. But he had gotten married. And I had gotten married. So that closed that chapter. Yes. And now we are both not married and we are both not going to try to do something that we're not going to try and do that. But the point is, we're very good friends and I like him because he's open and honest. And if he's there and there's a guy and I'm talking to this person, I'm trying to get an opinion, he's very a good person to get feedback from because of our history. You know what I'm saying? So he's my friend now. Our kids are friends with each other and all the good stuff. But we're not good. We are good as friends, but we will not be good as husband and wife. No, that would not work. And then I have another one who, this guy, I really liked him too. And it's funny because we were very good, very close and everything. And then he met my friend. And I remember telling him, like, I said, man, don't even waste time with my friend. Not in any bad way. I know my friend. She's not going to listen to you. And he was like, no, she's going to listen. She's going to listen. And he went and she did not listen to him. And I was like, see, I told you, And I would tell this guy, I'm like, I think you're awesome. I think you're great. And he'll be like, I think you're great too. But no, you're not from. He would, he was clear from the get-go. We are just good as friends. And I'm like, okay, Sawa, we are good as friends. And we've been friends up to today. That was that, There was a point in time that I really was considering, because at one point I think he came back and we were like, hey, so we just try this thing. I was like, let's keep it the way it is. Yeah, let's just leave it the way it is. So it's not that there are no people. There are people. It's just knowing also who really is for you and who really isn't. And now these guys, these two, they didn't even know each other, by the way. I introduced both of them and I teased both of them because I really, really liked these people. And I still like them now as my friends. and we meet and we have a good time. Now, I just wanted to make sure that those who are single have good friends, but the best person to be a friend to first is yourself. The next person, for crying out loud, who should actually be priority number one, apart from you being your best friend, is the Lord. Because the truth is, He will hide you and He'll protect you from all the things that, all the mistakes you can make when it comes to relationships. Let me tell you guys, I have made so many relationship mistakes. Some of them, as I've said, were not as bad, but there were some that were horrible. They wasted my years, they wasted my life. Nothing was coming out of this relationship. I was just there. Imagine being in a relationship for maybe 3, 4, 5, 6 years. What the heck are you still doing there? Why? Because you don't want to be quote unquote alone. You don't want to be quote unquote lonely. There's nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're not careful, it's a trap and a snare of the enemy. I am happy right now being by myself and having my friends, and having a group of people I can hang out with without thinking all sorts of manner of things. I'm not thinking, is he trying to do this? Is he trying to do that? No. And when a new person comes that maybe I like and we're considering getting into a relationship, I have people who I can talk to about it, but I'm not lonely. I am not lonely. I may feel sometimes, what's the word? I may feel like time is going, you know, and I would love to quote unquote settle down. But whether I settle down or not, I am okay. Let me repeat that again, because in life, I may not get married. I may not get married. Do I want to get married? Yes, I do want to get married, but I may not. And that doesn't mean that my life is over. That doesn't mean I won't have male friends, okay, and female friends for that matter. What I have is a system or a group of people who I make sure, if I meet somebody new and I can feel like this is going to be something worth my keeping, regardless of no relationship, I introduce them to my community, my group of people. You understand? And if they can't fit into that community, then it's okay. And the man who will end up being with me, I have to fit also in his community. You know what? I'm expecting to, before he introduces me to his community, so that I can be able to fit into that community. And hopefully our communities can then do what? Bond, and we can be happy with each other. So loneliness is not because you are single. Loneliness is because you have isolated yourself. Loneliness is because you do not want to assimilate with others who outside a relationship, which is not good. God never intended us to be alone. And I really think for ladies and even for men, don't put yourself in isolation. Go out, have a good time. Have a good time by yourself, by the way. Be whole, and then have a good time with your friends. And yeah, and I hope, I don't know, if I do go out on a date in 2026, I will keep you posted, be it a local one or an international one. I will keep you posted. So I hope you get it. Just be your own best friend at the end of the day. The Lord is your friend completely. The next person should be you to yourself. And then surround yourself with people who love you, people who want the best for you, people who know you and really genuinely love you, and your singleness season, when it comes to an end, you'll really be grateful that you used it well, that you've grown, that you matured, that you found out about yourself, and that the other person now has a better version of you, because you worked on yourself during this time. So I hope this has been very interesting for you. It has been interesting for me, and I hope you like, share, and subscribe. And guys, please comment, and I'll see you on the next one. Kwaheri. Bye.